Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. USN and Iranian officials have said that they had reached an agreement to end their war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. US President Donald Trump wrote on his Truth Social platform, "The deal with Iran is now complete." His post came shortly after Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, whose country has served as a mediator, announced a deal had been struck. The Memorandum of Understanding is scheduled to be officially signed on Friday in Switzerland. The precise terms were not immediately known. In a statement, Iran's Supreme National Security Council said war and military operations on all fronts, including Lebanon, would end permanently starting on Monday night. Iranian media has released details of a proposed Memorandum of Understanding between Iran and the United States. According to Iranian media, the reported 14-point draft provides for the release of $24 billion in frozen Iranian assets during a 60-day negotiation period. The reported memorandum proposes that the Strait of Hormuz will be opened on Friday after the agreement is signed, while the US naval blockade would also be completely lifted within the same period. According to the report, Washington would withdraw forces from around Iran and allow traffic through the Strait of Hormuz to resume under Iranian supervision. President Donald Trump has criticized Israel's latest strike on Beirut, saying the attack should not have happened while a peace deal with Iran is within reach. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said all sides must stand down and urged both Israel and Hezbollah to halt attacks. He added that a broader agreement could bring peace to the region, including Lebanon, and warned against actions that could derail the process. Iran's parliament speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf has said that Israeli airstrikes on Beirut have exposed what he described as Washington's inability or unwillingness to uphold its commitments. In a post on X, Ghalibaf accused the United States and Israel of playing a good cop, bad cop role and said continued diplomacy would be difficult if commitments are not honored. At least 3 people have been killed and 15 others wounded in an Israeli airstrike on Beirut's southern suburb of Dahiyeh. According to Lebanese civil defense authorities, search and rescue operations remain underway in the Goberi area as crews continue clearing debris. Meanwhile, an Iranian military commander warned that the attack would not go unanswered, raising fears of further escalation in an already volatile region. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that lasting regional security cannot be achieved by excluding Iran from emerging security arrangements. Speaking in Tehran, Araghchi said countries in the region increasingly recognize that stability, economic development, and security depend on cooperation and shared interests. He also stressed that any new regional security framework must be based on collective participation by all countries. However, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has said that the country's highest security body supports continuing dialogue with the United States, despite criticism from hardline factions. Speaking at a meeting with media executives, Pezeshkian said the Supreme National Security Council had decided that negotiations should move forward and stressed that the council is responsible for decisions on both diplomacy and war. Oil prices have slipped to their lowest since March after US President Donald Trump and Iran's deputy foreign minister said they had reached an initial deal to end the war and to resume traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. Brent crude futures have fallen $4.08 or 4.7% to $83.25 a barrel, and US West Texas Intermediate was at $80.53, down $4.35 or 5.1%. Both contracts fell to their lowest levels since March 10th on Monday, after tumbling more than 3% on Friday. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.